a 29-ton kiloton nuclear bomb, and they put it down a 4,000-foot shaft into the ground, exploded it, and then in order to get this natural gas out of the ground. But this wasn't very far from the Jicarilla Apache Reservation in Dulce. So, of course, since they used a nuke to get at access to this natural gas, a lot of the natural gas that they were able to harvest was radioactive, so they weren't able to sell very much of it. And then a lot of this, again, hazardous waste just ended up in the groundwater, and the entire area became kind of radioactive. The modern day crisis that we see, also involving mining, is the Oak Flat copper mine controversy. What this is it's a federal land exchange. Some call it a land grab that threatens areas that are sacred to the San Carlos Apache tribe, as well as the Gila River tribe, Salt River, Hopi, and Zuni tribes. They all gather here every year for different rituals and ceremonies. And this is an area part of, this is actually called Devil's Canyon, which is near, very close to Oak Flat. And then you also have Apache Leap, which we'll get into a little bit later. But this is another mine that is not very far away, I believe in Globe or Miami, Arizona. But just wanted to show you a difference, and be a shame really to see a geological wonder like this area on the left kind of turn into this open pit mine over here. But it was the Oak Flat area was previously protected under an executive order by President Eisenhower, but in 2014, Senator John McCain actually snuck this land exchange bill under the National Defense Authorization Act, which was signed into law by President Obama in 2015. Probably, I don't think he knew about it, but then in 2016, President Obama did place the Oak Flat area on the National Register for Historic Places, but it's kind of too late, and now the land exchange is in the works, but no mining has taken place yet. And next slide covers what the mining operation actually is going to look like. So you can see here on this graphic on the left, this is the town of Superior. This is Apache Leap. And this is the area that they're talking about mining. According to Resolution Copper, they estimate that there's something like 40 billion pounds of copper, about 7,000 feet underneath the ground, and they're going to use something called block cave mining in order to get it up, which they claim isn't going to impact the environment very much. But either way, it's still going to leave a 1,000-foot deep depression about 1.5 miles wide. So Fonseca, she wrote an article about Oak Flat, and where she says, the Resolution copper mine near Superior would be one of the largest such mines in North America, using techniques known as block cave mining that call for digging underneath the ore body and setting off explosions to extract it. But for the Apache, this is a sacred area. They call it Chichil Bilda Gotil, and it's not far from Apache Leap. Apache Leap, according to legend, in the 1870s, there was 75 Apache warriors who were camped on this ridge line here, who were cornered by U.S. cavalry, and a battle emerged, and most of them were killed. There was about 25 of the Apaches who were remaining, who became trapped on the cliff here and chose to jump to their death rather than being captured or killed by the U.S. cavalry, and that's how the area here, Apache Leap, gained its name. But since over the last 5 years, the Oak Flat copper mine controversy has gained a lot of public awareness, and this includes activists, different artists, different tribal members petitioning Congress, even politicians, geologists have all been involved to try to prevent construction of the mine. There's one man, an Apache man named Wensler Nosey Sr., who actually walked 45 miles from Flagstaff to the Oak Flat area where he's vowed to live out the rest of his days in protest of the mine. And he was quoted to say, "This is my religious right, my indigenous right, and my inherent right to return home to protect it from being murdered and protect our future generations, those yet to be born, a right to their identity and religious beliefs." So he doesn't have the greatest relationship with Rio Tinto or Resolution or BHP Billiton, and he's actually claims that he's received a couple death threats. So obviously, most of the local community is out there in support of Mr. Nosey and trying to prevent the development of this mine. This graphic here shows many of the different animals and plants that live in the area who'd be displaced as a result of the mine. This is one of the animals that live in the area, the Arizona gray fox, who would have to find a new place to live when this mine does take place. But in closing, I just wanted to share this view of the sunset with you guys. It's over the Arizona horizon. This is part of the Tonto National Park, and this is an area where the Apache have lived for hundreds of years. In closing, over the last few slides, we talked about the Apache tribe origins and creation story, their cultural materialism and subsistence systems, social, political, economic, and religious aspects, intergovernmental relations and war, and the contemporary crises that we see today, like the uranium exposure, the increased cancer rates, in Apache communities, and the Oak Flat controversy. Here are the references for information found in over the last couple slides. Continuation. And thank you guys very much. Just want to say it's been a great course. A pleasure working with you all. Wishing you all the very best during the holidays, and I hope you all have a very happy new year. You guys take care. Thanks a lot.